Welcome back to another deep dive into the fascinating world of crypto. Today we're looking at the Crypto Market Report by Crypto Deep Dive, trying to figure out what exactly happened on February 11, 2025. It looks like the global crypto market cap is down just a bit, and trading volume, well, that took a real nosedive. So let's take a closer look beyond just those headlines and see what's really going on.
It is quite interesting that while that market cap dipped just slightly, the trading volume actually plunged by almost 17%. That's not your typical lazy Sunday.
Yeah.
A drop like this makes you think there's something more at play.
So what do you think is behind this sudden lack of activity? Is everybody holding their breath, or is there something spooking the markets?
It could be a bunch of different things working together. It's been a busy few weeks, so some traders might be taking some profits, maybe just waiting to see what that next big opportunity is going to be. Others might be a little hesitant to make any moves with what's been happening lately, like the SEC's delayed enforcement actions. They've tapped the brakes on some pretty big cases,
Yeah.
including the one against Binance.
Oh, right. That whole situation with the SEC is definitely adding to that uncertainty. And speaking of uncertainty, Bitcoin and Ethereum are both down a bit today as well.
Yeah, even small dips with those giants can really ripple through the entire market. It's always super important to consider the bigger picture. Is this just a correction after Bitcoin's recent record high? Or are there some specific news or events that are driving this little dip?
Good point. So maybe not time to panic just yet. Let's change gears, though, and look at the coins that are really making some noise today. The biggest winners and losers of the day.
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't be crypto without a little daily drama.
Uh-huh. Exactly. So leading the pack today, we have Virtual's Protocol, or Virtual up over 12%. This one is all about bringing virtual and augmented reality into the crypto world. Think NFTs for your metaverse mansion.
Oh, that's fascinating how these broader technology trends are influencing the crypto markets. We've seen that growing interest in the metaverse, and now we're seeing all these crypto projects trying to build the infrastructure for those virtual worlds. It does raise the question, though, is this a sustainable trend or just another one of those speculative bubbles?
Definitely a sector worth keeping our eyes on for sure. Now, on the flip side, we have the official Trump token, down almost 4%. Looks like the magic isn't working its charm today.
Yeah, this highlights just how volatile tokens tied to personalities or events can be. They are incredibly susceptible to public opinion and news cycles. Today's dip could be a reaction to some bad press, or it could just be a simple reflection of shifting market sentiment. It's a good reminder, though, that emotions can play a big role in the crypto world, and investments like this carry a high level of risk.
All right, let's do a quick news flash. The crypto world never sleeps, and today is no exception. First up, let's unpack that whole SEC situation a little bit more. They put a pause on several enforcement actions. Is this a sign that they're finally warming up to crypto, or is there something else going on?
I don't think it's as simple as the SEC going soft on crypto. This strategic pause, as some are calling it, could be driven by a lot of things. Maybe they're rethinking how they're approaching this in light of DeFi growing so fast. Or maybe there's some pressure from industry lobbyists or even some political influence.
Makes sense. Not necessarily that the SEC is about to give crypto the green light.
Yeah,
Probably more complicated than that.
exactly. It's about looking past the headlines and understanding those different forces at play.
Okay, next up in the news, Lido Finance has just rolled out their V3 upgrade. And it's all about institutional staking. Now, for anyone not familiar, staking is basically locking up your crypto. It helps to secure the network, and you earn rewards in return. And this new upgrade, it looks like it's targeting those big players.
This is interesting because it lines up with the possible launch of that first staked Ether ETF in the US. If institutions are getting more comfortable with staking through platforms like Lido, it could bring a flood of new money into that Ethereum ecosystem.
So potentially a big win for Ethereum.
It really could be. Of course, there are still some challenges and things we don't know, but this convergence of events, Lido upgrade, the upcoming ETF, and a more, crypto-friendly political climate, all suggest that institutional interest in staking is definitely on the rise.
Okay, moving on to some news about security. Tether, the company behind that largest stablecoin, is investing in Zengo Wallet, which is all about self-custody solutions. Now, self-custody basically means you're the one holding your own private keys, which gives you full control over your crypto.
That move really shows that there is a growing emphasis on security and user autonomy in the crypto world. With regulations tightening and all those high-profile exchange hacks still fresh in everyone's minds, people are looking for ways to secure their assets themselves.
So it's like taking your crypto savings out of the bank and putting it in a safe at home.
Yeah, in a way. But it's important to remember that self-custody comes with its own challenges. If you lose your private keys, well, your funds are gone for good. So it's kind of a trade-off between security and convenience.
Speaking of security, we're seeing something called a Bitcoin supply shock happening right now. The amount of Bitcoin held on exchanges is the lowest it's been in 3 years.
Oh, that is a big deal. It suggests that more people are taking their Bitcoin off the exchanges and putting it into cold storage or using other forms of self-custody. Now, this decrease in supply, along with that steady institutional buying through ETFs, could really push up the price of Bitcoin.
Scarcity equals value even in the digital world, right?
Absolutely. And this is about more than just price. This trend shows that the Bitcoin market is maturing. There's a shift happening from short-term speculation to more long-term holding.
Okay, before we wrap up this news roundup, just a quick reminder to always double-check your sources. OpenSea, the largest NFT marketplace, had to clear up some rumors about a potential NFT airdrop. Turns out it was just a test website, not the real thing.
Yeah, this just shows how quickly misinformation can spread in crypto. It's crucial to verify your information and use reputable sources, especially before you make any decisions.
Good advice always. Two more quick updates. First, the SEC and Binance have agreed to a 60-day pause in their legal battle. And second, there was a $183,000 exploit on BNB Chain's meme coin platform.
Those two events, while they seem pretty different, actually highlight that contrast we're seeing in the crypto world. On the one hand, you have regulators trying to figure out how to manage this new industry that's changing so fast. And on the other hand, you have all these security challenges, especially in the DeFi space.
Okay, and last but not least, Klarna, a big player in fintech, is hinting that they're going to integrate digital assets into their services. And they've got their eyes on the U.S. market, too.
Wow, this is another sign that mainstream companies are starting to see the potential of crypto. As more companies like Klarna enter the space, it could make cryptocurrencies way more accessible and lead to much wider adoption.
Imagine paying for your coffee with Bitcoin through your Klarna app. It might not be that far off.
I know, right? The lines between traditional finance and crypto are blurring more and more every day.
So to sum up the news today, it's a real mixed bag out there. Some signs of uncertainty and caution, but also some continued innovation and growing interest from the mainstream.
Exactly. What we can learn today is that the crypto world is constantly evolving. It's so important to stay informed, do your research, and avoid making any rash decisions based on hype or fear.
Great advice. And with that, I think it's time to wrap up this deep dive into the crypto market on February 11th, 2025.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of ground today.
It started out as what seemed like a pretty quiet day, just a little dip in the market cap, a noticeable drop in trading volume. But the more we dug in, the more we uncovered a ton of activity and intrigue.
Right, from the SEC pumping the brakes on enforcement to the rise of institutional staking and that growing focus on self-custody, there's a lot going on under the surface.
Oh yeah, and don't forget that Bitcoin supply shocked the whole crypto and traditional finance integration.
And those new trends like DAOs and the push for sustainability.
It's a fast-moving and ever-changing world.
That's for sure.
And that's what keeps it so interesting. So to our listeners, we hope this deep dive has given you a better grasp of what's shaping the crypto market and highlighted those key trends to keep an eye on in the years ahead.
Remember, knowledge is power. The more you understand about this complex world, the better you'll be able to navigate its ups and downs and make the most of the amazing opportunities it offers.
And who knows, maybe you'll even be inspired to become a crypto explorer or innovator yourself, helping to build that future of finance. Until next time, happy exploring, everyone.